Well, I got my first printing press, bought it on the taxpayer's dime, printed till my fingers bled, was the summer of 2009. Bernanke and the boys from Harvard bailed out the banks, yeah, they tried real hard. Hillary quit, Rahm got promoted, should've known we'd never get far. And who got bailed out? The banks. And I've said this 1,000 times. If they would have bailed the taxpayer out, who's footing the bill anyways, we would have used the money to get ourselves, climb ourselves out of this debt hole. Pay off a car, pay off some credit card debt, whatever it was. Even if we didn't get this huge amount of money, because all of us have to split it, it's better than nothing. And the banks get that debt repaid, at least some of it. Instead, they get all the money. They give all the trash assets to the Fed, who gives them 100 cents on the dollar on all of it. No haircut, top dollar for this garbage. And then the housing gets destroyed, the prices, and we all lose. That's what was 2008. Fast forward to 2018, July. Trump administration announces multi-billion stimulus for American farmers. Facing the brunt of President Trump's trade war with China, which threatens some $34 billion of U.S. products and agriculture with duties, the White House has announced a $12 billion short-term stimulus plan to help U.S. farmers hurt by China's illegal retaliatory tariffs. The package, as expected, will consist of direct payments, food purchases, and trade development under a program already authorized under the Commodity Credit Corp Act, which... stand by 1 second. Standing on the farmer's porch, he said he could grow crops forever if he didn't have to compete with slave labor only found in China. Those would be the best days of the farmers' lives. You know, Lindsey Williams, I'm talking forever ago, when I bought like one of his first DVDs a million years ago. It came with a little package of other DVDs he wanted you to see. And one was called Torn from the Land, I believe. And it was about the farmers and how they can't compete. And they're losing their farmland, their private property, because they just can't compete. And it showed a graph of just more and more and more and more down the tubes. And that might be about to change. $12 billion short-term stimulus plan to help farmers, U.S. farmers hurt by China's illegal retaliatory tariffs. The package, as expected, will consist of direct payments, food purchases, and trade development under a program already authorized under the Commodity Credit Corp Act, which means congressional approval is not required. Further details on the program will come by Labor Day, according to USDA Secretary Sonny Perdue and top officials. Earlier in the day, Trump told a veterans group, quote, "This country is doing better than it has ever done before. Economically, it is working out. It's all working out. Just remember, what you're seeing and what you're reading is not what's happening." That's what he said. In other words, the fake news that is trying to come up with anything, adult film star Stormy Daniels, Russian collusion, what else? I don't even know. What else is there? I mean, that's only like the two things they've got. FISA warrant, that's part of the Russia collusion. President Trump says this is the time for tariffs. This country is doing better than it's ever done before. Economically, it's all working out. That was his little quote from his tweet. As we reported earlier, China's retaliation against Trump's tariffs was a leafy on 545 categories of U.S. products, ranging from soybeans, pork, chicken, seafood, to sport utility vehicles and electric vehicles. And as a result of plunging commodity prices, one group emerged as especially hard hit by the administration's tariffs, and that is farmers. Iowa Senator Joni Ernst appeared on CBS Face the Nation, warning that ranchers are always the first to be retaliated against in these types of trade negotiations, adding that farmers have been put in very vulnerable position. Meanwhile, Iowa Secretary of Agriculture, Mike Naig, said that there are real issues in our trade relationship with China that need to be addressed. But Iowa agriculture cannot continue to bear the brunt of the retaliation from our trading partners. In short, America's farmers were getting ever more angry with Trump's policies. Quote, soybeans are the top agricultural export of the United States, and China is the top market for purchasing those exports. The math is simple. You tax soybean exports at 25%, and you have serious damage to U.S. farmers. Cheese producers were also hit hard, forced to discount their products to keep customers, with many putting orders put on hold, and resulting in the biggest cheese inventory in U.S. history. Cheese, I like cheese. Remember that Philly cheesesteak recipe I showed you guys a little while back? What did I tell you? White American cheese. That is the key. Don't be coming up here with this melted cheese, this other, fake, melted orange colored cheese, whatever, because there's different types, but it's white American, okay? That is the necessary flavor for that Philly to just make you say, yes! You ever have one of these Philly cheesesteak recipes? It's just an idea that's just, you're like psyched out of your mind. Makes you want to go, yes! I had to throw a little elf at you. That was from the Miles Finch guy. Miles Finch. White American cheese. Anyways, quote, we have seen large drops in our dairy product sales prices at all levels, said Catherine DeRonda, economist for the Agri-Mark Inc. Dairy Cooperative. It will create a significant backup of dairy products. No, because I'm fixing to buy some white American, son. Got some Philly. I'm telling you, Bitcoin Ben is coming down. Bitcoin Ben, listen to me right now. You son of a gun, listen to me right now. You're about to get the best Philly cheesesteak you've ever tasted in your life, and I'm going to film it. And if it's crap, I want to see your reaction that I told you, it's not as good, It was okay. Be truthful. You won't hurt my feelings. But I'm going to tell you right now. It might make you slap your mama in the mouth. It's so good. As Buford T. Justice once said, Junior, when we get home, remind me to punch your mama in the mouth. But Daddy Junior. Smokey and the Bandit. Buford T. Justice. Jackie Gleason. I'll throw another one at you. Ho, 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 look at it roll. Now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat. Oh, yeah, I've seen this one. I saw this one. This is when he goes to Mars. What? How could you have seen it? It's brand new. Oh, yeah. I saw it on a rerun. What's a rerun? Back to the Future, baby. First one. Anyways, not everyone is happy with Trump's emergency aid. Senator Bob Corker slammed the plan in a Tuesday press release, which reads, Washington, U.S. Senator Bob Corker, Republican, Tennessee, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, today released the following statement regarding reports that the Trump administration is considering offering $12 billion in farm aid to ease the impact of tariffs recently implemented by the administration. Quote, I am glad that the administration finally seems to understand that the Trump-Pence tariffs are hurting the American people, said Corker. These tariffs are a massive tax increase on American consumers and businesses. Instead of offering welfare to farmers to solve a problem that they themselves created, the administration should reverse course and end this incoherent policy. We will continue to push for a binding vote here in Congress to reassert our constitutional role on national security designated tariffs. In responding to earlier reports of Trump's $12 billion stimulus, Senator Bob Sass said, is that Sassy or Sass or Sasquatch? Said that the Trump administration was going to make it 1929 again. Listen, Trump didn't do anything. These farmers, year by year, are getting smaller, losing their land. Again, I watched the DVD from Lindsay from 50 million years ago. And it talked about in the 80s this started. With all this crap, we're going to do all these trade deals. That's when it started. It's these trade deals that put us in this position. Listen, America has every single resource. Listen to me. Every single resource we need for anything. We have the oil. We have the land, farmland, and all kinds of other types of, use cases for land. We have the technology. We can build things, electronics. We have it all. We don't need to trade with anybody, technically speaking, which is why you saw that photo of Trump doing this when he was in the meeting, and Angela Merkel looking at him across the table. He's like, nope. You deep state folks and friends can't work on me. I know they got dirt on you. They got dirt on you. They got dirt on all of you. And that's why you're here begging me not to do this, but I've got to. We're going to go ahead and implement some tariffs. And you guys haven't been doing what we've, treating us fairly. 2% tariff on us, or us to you, and then you're charging us 10, 20 over here. It's not fair. We got to level the playing field. I represent America. See, that's what a leader's supposed to do. I represent the people who elected me. I didn't have to go out there and fake it and tell you what you want to hear. Then I got in office, like every other president, and then said, all right, now, where's the most money coming from to fill my back pockets? Nope. Donald Trump already had plenty of money to fill his back pockets. That's the kind of guy you want. Someone who doesn't go in there looking for me, money. How do I get rich? Again, these congressmen, senators, all of them, they go in there with maybe a 6-figure net worth, maybe. And they leave with 7- and 8-figure net worth, like it's common. Millions of dollars. Sometimes tens of millions. Anyways. If this is hurting our farmers, and we've bailed out the banks, and they've been giving money to everybody, everywhere, even other countries, NATO, for God's sakes, we can help our farmers out, okay? Yeah, take care.